I think it was a big group of people that kind of just had to talk with me. I came up, I hit that walk-off home run, had like a little bit success for like the first couple weeks I was up. And then I started kind of like struggling for like a little stretch.
Yeah.
And luckily I have JD, my buddy right next to me on the airplane, kind of was showing him some video, talked to me, was telling me I was doing this, and that. Obviously I have Chavi and Barnesy.
Yeah.
They also helped me out and kind of like pushed me with the mindset of staying up the middle, right center. Beltran, another one.
Beltran. I heard that he had some influence on that. He was one of the best in the world at both sides of the plate, so he never really had to worry about the ball going away from him like you do, but he always stayed through the middle of the field. One of the things that I recognized with you is when you slow it down, you made better swing decisions. You weren't afraid to hit the ball opposite field. You're not afraid to be jammed. So you talked about the cage work, and since we're out here, and Shav is the one that brought it up, he mentioned to me that one of the things that he thought was key for you was on the high ball, getting, and I'm from the left side, getting from this to this, essentially. And what do you call that? What do you consider that part of your swing?
With the high pitch, a lot of people get confused with you want to like get on top of the high fastball. I think more so with this pitch, I try to kind of like stay above it, but I kind of want to like drive it to like right center field, but with some lift. I'm not trying to hit like a ground ball or a line drive. I'm trying to lift the ball up.
Do you feel like you had to give anything up on the inside part of the plate to be able to really be able to handle, like you were able to handle, the ball up and out over the plate?
I think a lot of the pitchers, especially at the highest level, have a hard time commanding that pitch inside. So me trying to drive the ball to right center field kind of made me stay away from the pitches that are that are off the plate. I think I have quick enough hands to adjust to a pitch that's in the zone on the inside part. So I could get away with, if they come in on me, having quick enough hands to drive it up the middle or drive it to left center field.
Got it.
So like that's just me trusting my hands. Obviously, you knowing yourself as a hitter is a big part of it. Like some hitters are dead pull hitters, and that works for them. Some people could go other way, and that works for them. It's kind of knowing yourself and knowing what works. And
describe yourself. Who are you as a hitter?
I drive the ball to gap, mostly right center field, and I have power to right center, so I usually hit the mistakes to left field.
You had success in big moments as well. Do you thrive on those moments? Have you always wanted to be the guy standing in the box when the game's on the line, when it's ninth inning, where you're going against a closer, when you've got a chance to win the game? Is that something you've always thrived on?
It's funny because I get goosebumps thinking about those moments. As a little kid, when you're growing up and watching baseball, you always think about the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, man on second, third base, winning run on second, and it's just, I live for those moments. Like that's what I live for. That's why I play this game. I play this game when the pressure's on, and I want the bat in my hands. I want to be in the box. I want to help my team as much as possible. It's just like, it's a fulfillment thing. Like that makes me feel fulfilled inside, and I just love being up to bat, or even a ground ball, even a crazy play in the hole. Like I just want to be the guy up to bat or gets a play.
That's a huge factor in making the transition at the big league level, because there's guys that get here that have always had success that are afraid of those moments. When you've got to embrace them, you got to want them, you got to anticipate them. You're a guy with big power, with a short, quick swing, a lot of exit velo, a lot of power in your swing. But I understand that maybe when you went into Philly or whatever, you had a conversation with a couple of guys that have done it for a long time successfully that gave you a bit of advice. Let's hear what that advice was.
So this was 2 years ago, and Harper comes up to me and says, "Hey man, I love your swing, you're a great player." Kind of was just like talking to me, which was a cool moment. And he said, "Hey."
That's Bryce Harper, by the way, in case you guys didn't get that. Bryce Harper, yeah, that guy? Yeah.
And he told me, he's like, "Hey, you don't have to swing that hard." And that kind of stuck with me, because when you're in that moment and that energy, tend to swing 150%,
Yeah.
and it's not even 100%. So he was basically saying, hey, see ball, hit ball, don't try to swing too hard. 70% is going to be 100% for you.
Last year, magical year for the Mets, an amazing year for you. Do you feel like that last year gave you enough confidence that you're not here trying to prove yourself?
It's a different spring training for sure, but I feel like it's the same mentality. I'm still trying to prove myself. I'm still going to have to prove myself in this level, because this level doesn't care about last year. Everybody forgets
Great
about
point.
last year. And I'm just coming in with a purpose. I'm going to work my butt off. I want to help my team as much as possible to get to the same situation we're in, get past that, make it to a World Series, win the World Series. That's the main goal. Like I said, I live for those moments. The playoffs was an awesome, awesome experience. It's like something I can't really explain. I'm working every day to get back to that spot.